Fashion besties, what is up? This is your favorite personal stylist, and as always, the only Holly you need to know. I am just checking in on you guys because it is Grammys week. But before we get to that, I just want to make sure that you guys listen to last week's episode with Catherine Marshall, fitness and nutrition expert, style versus weight. The great debate. We didn't really have a debate, but we talked about style versus weight and how you can have amazing style and look good at any size. So please go back and listen to that episode with Catherine Marshall. She is amazing. We loved having her on the show. And a lot of people responded back and said, thank you so much for this. Thank you for talking about this. It was a really nice subject to talk about. So if you guys have any questions about that or about Catherine, please let me know. However, we've got BFD guest today, bestie, best friend, founder of ShePodcast Network, which is all women podcasters. We have interviewed Jessica Kupferman before. I think this is her second or third time on the show. Damn it.
I think it's
welcome. Third time on the show. Welcome, Jessica Kupferman. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. I'm so excited to be here. Thank you so much.
Oh my God. I needed someone to discuss the Grammys with, and I like, who better than to talk shit about people than Jessica?
Yes, than me. Yes, always the mean and bitter spirited Jessica.
Look,
that's not true though, actually.
We do it and we do it well. What was so funny about last night is that the red carpet, I like to say the bullshit red carpet starts at 5 because they make you think that it's going to start at 5 and then it doesn't start till 6. So they were bullshitting and Jessica's like, I'm about to fucking stick needles in my eyes.
I was so bored.
She was so bored.
I was so bored. I mean, is there an age where you can opt out of the Grammys? I think no. Like, I think if you want to keep up and catch up, you have to watch it.
But look,
the beginning part means nothing.
Yeah.
And
I'm not this big music guru, but I do listen to a lot of music. I do listen to what's popular. I do watch TikTok. I'm on SiriusXM all the time. So I don't really know who's who, but I know a lot of the country people. But we are here to dissect and discuss the Grammys. But indeed, what Jessica was really good at actually was the performances, because she was cheesing all over the performances. She was loving that part.
Yes. I mean, I didn't get to see them all, unfortunately, but I have done some homework on the most awkward moments as well as some of the best moments. And I did see a lot of that, actually. So I think I may have turned off like almost towards the end.
And first of all, can we just say it's too fucking long? Okay.
It's so long, and it didn't even include any rock and roll. That made me sad.
And I thought the same thing. I was really surprised. I don't know who makes the cut, who doesn't make the cut. I have no idea how that works. But to have Billy Joel as the end, and I'm like, how are we supposed to stay up that late?
I know, but that's why they did that, is so we would wait for him. And I mean,
right.
It's a lot to ask.
I totally agree. It was a lot to ask.
It's a lot to ask.
However, we're going to start off, when I was watching the red carpet and Jessica was asleep, I was sending her notes of what was relevant, and she was like, who are these people but I want to say Laverne Cox. I think everybody knows Laverne Cox. She was in this structured Comme des Garçons 2015 runway look, and it looked like it had 2 side mushrooms on each hip, but it was latex and it was leather. And I just want to say, what a gorgeous woman she is, number one. And number two,
God, she really
how genuinely nice and sweet, she is. Like, she truly cares. And I love the people that told her how great she looked, but she was
me too,
the hostess with the mostest. So I just want to give a shout out to Laverne Cox, first of all.
I mean, she's great. I will say this. she played it very safe, and I kind of miss Joan's like sarcasm, double entendre comments. I mean, of all the hosts, it would only be Laverne that could be saucy like that. And I think,
yeah, but she appreciates fashion. You know, it needs to be somebody who's anti-fashion who can really like dig in deep and start.
is that true? Or maybe you're right.
But anyway, she was amazing. But
Wait,
I'd like
my cup. Look, it has guitars on it because of the Grammys.
Oh, so in theme. So in theme.
Right.
But when I sent a picture of Kelly Osbourne to Jessica, she was like, "Are you serious right now?"
No, I didn't think it was her. I thought you were showing me Sharon.
She is.
She does not look like herself. She does not look like herself. And then I Googled it, you know, because I have to, you know, for homework. So I Googled, you know, Kelly Osbourne plastic surgery, and she denies it. But you can, but you can but you can clearly see that she's not the chubby cheeked Kelly. And I'm not saying she has to be chubby, but she does have the family cheeks.
Look,
she did. She doesn't now, but she did.
Can you explain to me what her talent is?
Oh, being famous, obviously. Oh, she's kind of like, okay, if you're the kid of a huge rock star like Ozzy Osbourne, if your talent is not music, then, I mean, for Kelly, it's reality star fame.
Okay.
She was on their show.
I was just curious why she's relevant. I've
never seen her do anything musical, but
look,
she does have her fingertip on the fashion pulse, though, wouldn't you think, as a Londoner, as an Osbourne?
I mean, regardless, the point is that she hadn't done anything in a minute, and her hair used to be this gorgeous lavender color. It was like this Easter egg color, and beautiful. Now it is this bright purple, and I'm thinking she's aging out of that. But she just
that's because you have colored hair. You're a colored hairist, like a racist.
I'm
for colored hair.
I'm not a racist because
but for colored hair, though.
For colored hair, but I do think she needs a new look.
You don't like colored hair.
I don't like colored hair on grown folks. No, I don't. On grown people.
I truly thought it was Sharon. That face.
She looks just like her mom. She looks just like her mom. She
looks like Sharon now, though. Like this, whatever she's done. And I mean, you can deny having plastics. That's fine. And I'm not saying you're too skinny, too heavy, because I think she's gorgeous no matter what. But that, I really thought it was Sharon. Like, in fact, I'd like to make sure.
I'd like to make sure.
I'd like some research done, because
we got to move on because we're spending too much time on her.
Okay, fine.
Okay. Fine. So I would say a fashion don't was Lonely Love and Ophir. And she had on this sequin looking schmata, and it had a collar and these cuffs. And then she had on these red boots. Now, she is not a small woman. Okay. However, that was not a wise choice for me.
If she could unbutton the top two, let a little
agreed
show, that would be way better, because I don't think this dress is a total disaster. I just don't think it's flattering from the neck up.
I just don't think it's flattering at all.
It's high neck, long sleeve, tuxedo cuff, tuxedo collar.
All sequins.
And I mean, it has nothing to do with her size. It's just that it's a little formal for the Grammys, and a lot of buttoned up.
It's really weird. It was weird. Moving on to the lesbian prom. So Boy Genius is a group that I just learned about because Jonathan is obsessed with alt rock and alt nation on a Sirius XM. And he was like,
that's very interesting.
Yeah. He was like, don't you dare ever talk shit about them. They are fucking incredible. Are they? I've never heard their music, but they are all famous individually. And then he called them a super band. But they were all decked out in white Tom Brown. and very cool, very understated. And you could tell that this was their first award show because their personalities,
Yeah, very
not so
shy,
much.
very newbie. Yeah, but we're not here to talk about what they say, right? Like we're only here to
Valid,
talk about how they look.
valid.
Because when they open their mouth, they seem new, but that's okay. I mean, it's clearly their first time.
Yeah,
And
clearly.
the blonde definitely does look like she took too many sleeping pills before she got there.
It was just interesting. And the lady on the right, she looked 10 years
Yes,
old, and
she does.
she
She's
looked,
makeup free. She's the only one with no makeup on
I
whatsoever.
just, okay. Even the two other ladies, they had on really nice makeup. They looked really
Nail
pretty.
polish.
Yes. Bitch,
Yeah,
put
they
on
look
some
pretty.
mascara. Okay.
Comb your hair at least.
Put
I
on
mean,
some
that's not
mascara.
even fair. Why can't she just be herself? Like, I don't. I mean, I'm on here going, oh, I don't want to be judgy, but like that's what
Because
I'm here to do. Is
let me
be
tell you
judgy.
why. Let me tell you why. Because you're on fucking national television. Okay. I don't care if you like to wear makeup or don't like to wear makeup. You need to have something on so people can see your face and you don't look like you're 12. And like, why are you there? You don't look like a star to me. But that's
Maybe
just
she thought. Maybe she thought. I mean, we're called boy genius. Maybe one of us should look like a boy.
perhaps. Perhaps. Okay.
I mean, perhaps it was just
Okay.
logicalness.
Okay. So
Oh, I love
moving on
this
to
one.
Fantasia.
I hope you don't hate this because I think it's so cool.
She looked so gorgeous. Okay. First of all, where are my notes on Fantasia? She was in
Everything about her is gorge.
She was in Kong Tree. It was this see-through striped dress with this sweeping neckline in the back and a V in the front, and she had these matching gloves. First of all, for her, and then she had this lip thing in her lip, and it wasn't like a thing. It went all the way down to her chin, and I don't know.
It was like she took a bracelet cuff and
correct.
Was holding onto it with her bottom teeth. Like you play with it like
I
in
don't
class or something. Yeah.
I was very confused by that. The dress was beyond. And for her to do that whole Tina Turner number, how lucky. I mean,
That was the most amazing thing
amazing.
I've seen. She was so good.
She was so good. And what an honor to be chosen for that.
And also, I think she's perfect because she also had a rough life before she became famous. And then even right after, because I watched her on American Idol years and years ago, and I was very annoyed that she didn't go through to the finals or that she didn't win. She was by far the best singer on that stage. But I mean, she just, I think she kind of she has that Tina Turner thing where, there's grit.
Yeah, and she was just, I was so impressed. I've never seen her really in person. And I loved everything from the dress. I just didn't like that thing in her lip. I think that I was confused by that.
Yeah.
But what an honor, how talented she is. I know. I wish her the best. I really do.
I hope she blew everyone's face off. And I mean, good timing, right? Because she was just in color purple.
Right. I didn't see that yet. I didn't see that
either.
All right, moving on to Lainey Wilson, who can do no wrong in my book because I love country music, and she always wears a hat and she always has these bell bottoms on. So that's her signature look. She was in Custom Balmain, which snaps, okay? So snaps Custom Balmain. And look, she talked about how she is from a 200-person farming community in Louisiana, and how
AKA cult.
Oh, I didn't know.
I don't know, but it sounded like a cult to me.
Look, she was so humble and so sweet when she accepted her Grammy, and she looked gorgeous. I mean, just gorgeous. To me, she's effortless, and it's not that she's wearing pants and not a dress. She makes it work. She makes it work, because people that wear that wear suits are usually typecast as lesbians, if you don't wear a dress.
Well, but she has that nice beige, like happy housewife on Instagram look with the blonde and the pink and all the things.
She
And I
just,
have another. I forget
yes.
that you like country music, and I don't mind reminding you how much I detest it. But that's because I was overexposed to it as a child, living with a bunch of hillbillies all the time. So, but I did notice in that category, it was white man, white man, white man, white
Yeah.
man, white man, Laney, white man, white man,
Yeah.
white man, other blonde, white man, white. And I don't expect people of color to be nominated for country music, but I mean, I don't know. Scott was just like, don't they have their own awards show? Why
They do. They do. They
Of
do.
course they do.
But look, Jessica, you come from a very long line of terrible dressers, unquote.
I know, it's true. And look at me now. I'm wearing a rainbow sweater. It is from ModCloth, though.
It is cute, though. It looks nice on you.
Yeah, it has a nice big lapel. I'm just going to go with my own fashion here for a second. Look, it's got a nice floofy.
Floof.
All right. I'll stop talking about myself. We got business to take.
We got business.
All
right. Do you know,
business.
Jessica, do you know who Mark Ronson is?
I do. He forgot a shirt, though, last night. Very awkward. Very
Mark
awkward.
Ronson. Where are my
Mamie
notes?
looks pretty though. Oh, that's Grace, not Mamie. Mark Ronson is he the older of the twins? He's their older brother?
I don't know, but they're wearing Gucci, and he sings that. He did all the Bruno Mars stuff. Take my cup, put some liquor in it. That song.
Oh, really?
Yes, that was him. He was in
That's
the video.
a damn good song.
I know.
That doesn't mean he should keep the bottom button of his jacket not buttoned. White socks. Come on, dude. And then also, wait, I'm looking close. He does seem to have a vest on underneath this double-breasted blazer, and yet still we have to stare at his chest hair.
Michelle, fight for that white gold. Okay, so
all
that's
right,
the
but
song.
that doesn't excuse.
Okay, but look,
coming in your pajamas.
He looks like he just rolled out of fucking bed. Okay. That is the only way I could start. And he's wearing Gucci, and he's wearing, I thought it was
he's wearing it badly, I think.
And it is vomit brown. It was because it was terrible lighting when Laverne Cox was talking to him. And he is like a laid back kind of hippie type, he's not like an uptight person, but I was very disappointed that he couldn't brush his hair. Okay.
I mean, at the very least.
At the very least.
Okay. Don't try to be all cool and hipstery with your white socks. No.
Yeah. Okay. So we're going to talk
next one.
We're going to talk about Miley Cyrus and Maison Margiela. We have had an epiphany, Jessica and I, about Miley Cyrus.
Well, I've always thought she was very cool. This is a cool Cher look, I thought. Like, this is she's doing a lot of diva in this whole night, specifically.
Agreed.
Because she looks like Cher. She's got hair like Dolly. And then when she did her performance, she was dressed like Tina.
What was hilarious to me about her hair was her Farrah Fawcett winged Charlie's Angels fucking 1980s hair.
Right. Very retro.
But Jessica and I were like, her body is so sick. We could not say
her arms. You cannot raise an arm if you're Miley Cyrus and not show off those guns, man.
I mean, she just blew me away. I never liked her. I never really knew much about her. And when I saw her mom, I almost shit myself. Her mother, her name is Tish, was at the table with her, and she stood up. I said, they look like sisters. I mean,
yeah, they do.
She looks exactly like her mom. And she is so, I don't like all her tattoos, but that's personal choice. But she is so talented and so fly. That's the only thing I can say
Fly
to
is
describe her.
perfect. Oh, there's a comment on this picture on Instagram that says body is giving Jane Fonda and Barbarella. Hair's giving Jane in her 1982 Warhol Polaroids. I mean, that is kind of who she looks like, is young Jane Fonda, especially when she's looking to the side like that.
Yeah,
almost identical in Barbarella. In fact, that's a perfect. But yeah, no, what my epiphany about her last night was this. There is not a person in that theater that was having more fun than her. Just
she
in general.
looked amazing.
She was having the best time singing that song, sticking it to her ex, looking fly, telling the whole room full of Grammy winners, y'all know you know my song.
Yeah.
Which I thought, the balls.
Yeah.
To say that to Stevie Wonder, Billy Joel, like, what did you just say, Miley? But she was right. Oprah started singing her damn song.
I mean, her in that chainmail dress. I mean, only her can wear a chain link fence and make it look good. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I instantly thought about Cher and her crazy ass spiky outfit with the glittered. It was like a glittered fishnet.
Yeah, I mean, she killed it, and she's at the prime of her career. I was really impressed by her because she will do whatever. And when she came on stage in that dress, the silver dress, I don't know who made that dress. And I was like, that dress was made for her. I mean,
yeah, it looked amazing. She looked amazing all night.
And I don't know how old she is, but she's just stunning. She's just.
I think she's like early 30s at the oldest.
That's what I was going to say. She looks like she's at least 30, but I don't really know. But
30-ish.
I'm a new fan. I will say that I am a new fan.
How nice.
Because I never really cared about her, but now that she just took command like that, she's right up my street.
Hold on. You don't like that song she does in Pitch Perfect? Party in the USA.
I mean, yeah, but it's just she wasn't on my radar, you know. It's just she was a child star, and that was a turnoff to me. And now that she's like,
because children.
I mean, well, that, and you know, if your parents are famous, and it doesn't necessarily mean you have talent. Let's be honest, okay? But you know,
just ask Jaden Smith.
Oh, I don't even know what they're doing. But anyway, we got to move on. Okay,
sorry.
So we got to move on. Not Dia Lupa. Sorry. Kylie Minogue is my new best friend. Okay. First of all, she was in custom Dolce & Gabbana, and she is about as big as a minute. She is 4 feet tall, and she is the sweetest, nicest. I like nice people.
You do.
I like nice people, and she
not to like. Yeah,
she was. I never realized how sweet she was, and she was just a vision to me. She's just a vision, and nobody looks like her. She looked very different, I think, than everybody else.
The comments on this picture are basically that she can do better, and she should have knocked down Versace's door instead of Dolce. Which I thought was interesting.
She's just a really short person. And even if you wear, you know, heels, she's standing next to Laverne Cox, who's 8 feet tall. Then, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't, she just looked really short next to her, but she was just so kind. And I'm all over her. Okay. Next, we're talking about Taylor Swift and custom Schiaparelli Couture. First of all, anybody who wants to talk shit about Taylor Swift can kiss my ass, because this dress is next level. Okay, next level. It did look strange and a little bit different with the black opera gloves, but the only thing I didn't like about this was her hair.
Yeah, it's a little greasy looking. Yeah.
Well, she had a very loose braid started at her ear, and then around the back of her skull, and then to the right. And it just looked a little bit last minute to me. Like, I'm sure it looked more prettier in person, but I'm
sure it was planned out for months, which makes it worse.
But what's interesting is that last year when she wore that navy She wore a navy long skirt and the top, I forgot who it was by, and these $1 million earrings. Literally, they were $1 million. The jewelry was understated minus her diamonds on her neck. She was wearing 5 necklaces on her neck.
Yeah.
And one of them was a watch that was set to midnight.
Oh, really?
And so that was the shtick with the necklaces this year and not the earrings. So it's just
I don't like the watch. I don't like the choker. I don't want to go back to 1994 with dark lips and black choker. Like I like her look almost every time. And I think the dress is very cool, but I do not like the boobs. From the boobs up, I think it's all wrong. Take that choker off. It's not elegant. It's not pretty. I don't like it.
It's all diamonds, okay? And that
make it right? That don't make it right.
I'm just stating fact, okay? And the fact is her album is called Midnight, and then the watch was set to midnight, and she was wearing $1 million worth of diamonds. So, okay, can we be mad at her for that? Not really.
Who looked at this hairdo and said, "Great, Taylor, you're ready"?
I don't know. See, that's my question.
Who said it? They should be shot.
And the back was all corseted in the back. It's just, she really could do no wrong in that dress. Sorry.
Yeah,
and
all right.
I'm not even a huge Taylor Swift fan. I'm really not, but she knows fashion. She knows style. And Schiaparelli is the hottest thing right now. And it has been for a while. And she nailed it. Nailed it. Okay. Can we talk about Jordan Sparks and how in love with her I am?
It's not fun to dish when you love everybody.
Look, she was on American Idol 15
years
years ago.
Yes, she was.
And for her to come back like this and knock it out of the park, she's wearing this huge bustier. It was a 2-piece and it was by Zygmunt. And she was really sucked into that, but she looked gorgeous, stunning, fabulous, all the things.
I don't think her stylist had enough boob tape on one side.
I think you're right.
That's a no-no. It's the Grammys. Get your boobs right.
Look,
it's the Grammys.
A lot of people.
This is a cool dress. I don't like the bustier, the Batman bustier.
And
I don't like that.
That's a great reference. It was like
it's
latex.
Very Batman.
Yeah. Vinyl. It
but
was
only from the crotch to the boobs. It's like a bat. It's a Batman bustier. How else can you say it?
That's a great way. And it came down to a point. It was like, car seat material. You know what I mean? Like what your car seat's made out of. And it was very structured. But her boobs did look a little awkward. But I was very impressed with her.
She's very beautiful.
Because she wasn't relevant until now. I think she's got a new album out now. And so she has come back swinging. Snaps.
Yeah.
Snaps, Jordan
Snaps
Sparks.
for her. Okay.
Snaps. Chrissy Teigen.
Chrissy Teigen. I think this is adorable. Why is she holding a Grammy? I don't know. Does she sing? I don't think so.
I agree, but this dress is Sophie Couture, which I've never seen. I thought the choice of dress was a little young for her. Her body is sick. I'm sorry.
It is young for her, but look how good it looks.
It looks so good. It's rude how good this dress looks on her.
If you add 2 inches to the waist, this would be my homecoming dress. The drop waist, enormous floof at the bottom. Like, this is my homecoming dress that I went to with Andy Rifkin, by the way, who's our friend from camp.
Oh, R.I.P.
I know. But she looks great. She looks great. And that's the thing. Like, and John was very, like, together they made the outfit. He looked really dapper and she looked like his super fun date, and I just thought they looked great together. She doesn't look so good, but
I totally agree with you, because they were talking about how great they look together as a unit.
Oh, they were. Oh yeah.
See? And that he had on this, like, it's called a pussy bow, but this front tie blouse, but it was all silk and it was like ruffled. It was like super sexy, and
I thought it looked great.
They're like total power couple. But I
Yeah.
was in shock to see how short this dress was because she does have 4 kids or however many kids she has.
Yeah.
But you know what? Her body is sick. What do I care? She looked fabulous.
Mm.
Okay. Ice Spice.
Ew.
First of all, you don't like rap music. You don't appreciate hip hop.
Not true. I do. I do. I do. I do.
Okay.
Because I loved Little Kim's purple nipple nonsense that she did at the Grammys that year. I thought that was amazing. And I do like hip hop. I don't like denim.
Well, okay. That's fair. That's fair.
Okay.
That's fair.
You want to wear fur collar, fur cuffs. That part is cool. Black denim that looks like you ripped it that morning.
Stop. Okay.
That morning,
me.
she decided this dress needs a slit. And by the way, where do I get the Orphan Annie hairdo? I need an Orphan Annie hairdo for the Grammys tonight, but make it a little blonder so that it's weird.
Here's what's interesting about her hair. She is known for this hair. And she is known for this hair, and I think it's her natural hair. And
bullshit.
Yeah, I think it is.
Nobody's hair is this orange. No,
well, I'm not saying the color. I'm just saying.
Okay, well, the color is what I'm talking about. Okay, the hairdo, I believe, is probably her hair, but
yeah,
the color is unnatural.
And let's be honest, she's 12, okay? But we call anybody who's under 30 12. She's really not. She's like 24. And she is in baby fat. Now, I want to tell you, in the early 2000s, I was at the baby fat fashion show 100 years ago, and Kimora Lee Simmons, who used to be married
to Dr. Dre, right?
No, to what's his name? Simmons. Russell Simmons, who used to be married to Russell Simmons. They have 1 million children together. This was her line. It didn't last very long, but for her to bring that back, mad respect, because a lot of people, this generation doesn't know what baby fat is, and they died with the apple bottom jeans. Let's be honest.
And boots with the fur. It's true, they did. But and I mean, okay, I'll give you that. I did think wearing the brand was cool. The dress itself, though.
Oh yes, agreed. Agreed. Maybe, but they went deep in the archives, honey. I mean, deep. And so was this the right choice? Probably not. It's just the nostalgia of this generation being exposed to the apple bottom jeans, the boots with the fur.
Boots with the fur. Yeah.
So
why don't you have that tree dress on here? I don't see no tree dress.
What tree dress?
You skipped the tree dress.
Oh, I did.
A red dress with crazy ass branch shoulders.
I don't know who that is. Because I wrote that and I don't know who that is.
What a ridiculous. I told you last night, everything was in 3 categories. I'm basically naked is one category. Another category is this is not formal wear.
Yes.
Another category is why is this necessary? Yeah, I just woke up, and then why is this necessary? And the tree dress was in the why is this necessary category.
Agreed. Let me get to her picture.
I don't know who that was. I mean,
I know her name was Dawn something, but that's why that dress was. Not necessary.
What designer is that? Who let her leave the house with a tree on her shoulders? It was nuts.
Let me look at.
And then you sit down in a freaking theater, and somebody's got to look through your shoulders at the crowd. I'd beat your ass if you were in front of me.
Jessica, let's just say I think it was just for red carpet purposes. I don't think she sat in that dress. Let's be honest.
Fine.
Okay, where is that dress? I saw it. Her name was Dawn something, and I thought it was really cool, interesting, and weird, but I didn't know who made that dress. I have to find the picture. But I do want to talk about Heidi Klum for just a second. She was in Valdrin Sati.
I did not like this either.
I don't know how old she is. I would assume she's older than me, and I'm 50.
She is.
Okay.
She is, yes. She's
her body is sick. Okay.
It is, but this is one of those I'm naked. Like, she's basically naked.
I agree with you.
This is the I'm basically naked category. Heidi Klum.
She looked incredible. She just did. And I want to talk about Paris Hilton because
Yeah,
I'm not
okay. Let's
mad
talk
at
about
her.
Paris.
Paris
She
Hilton,
looks beautiful. But why is she there?
because she's a DJ.
Oh, right.
And
So it's not for her stupid ass song that she did.
not only is she a DJ, Jessica, she said that she is producing an album. Now, she's not on it, but it's all female artists on this album. Now,
That's cool.
she is in Reem Acra Spring Summer 24 Ready to Wear, which is a designer I've never heard of. She looked like a mermaid. She's a fucking size 0. Her
Yeah, she's
bag
gorgeous.
was custom made with her because she's like, oh, it's from my handbag line. What doesn't she do? She is a serial entrepreneur and her esthetician is killing it.
Yeah, her skin is gorgeous.
God.
She looks amazing. She's very clearly selling us this bag. But
Yes. And what's hilarious is that Laverne Cox is like, oh my God, you have 2 babies now. Are you getting any sleep? She's like, yeah. I'm like, bitch, she don't watch those kids.
I know. What are you thinking about? Paris didn't even yeah. She didn't change a diaper till the kid was 4 months old.
I mean, that
she was on camera doing it for the first time. The kid was like born and home and way home.
I cannot imagine her pregnant.
I just can't believe
okay,
that she
so
thought Paris Hilton got no sleep. Come on.
that was stupid. That was a dumb question.
Stupid.
Bitch, she don't watch her own kids, okay? Okay, I want to talk about Olivia Rodrigo, and here's why. Olivia Rodrigo, where did she go? She was wearing a dress from 1995, okay? And the dress was white with red beads, like boobs or whatever. Like it had structured boobs. The dress was older than she was.
You know what I think about? Go ahead.
And when they said that, I almost dropped dead. I'm like, is that really necessary to say?
It's not. It's definitely not. I think Olivia is like the anti-Taylor. She's like
the vampire
pop star.
Yeah.
Well, just Taylor does this whole good, clean American blonde thing. And then you have Rodrigo, who's like a woman of color, singing about blood with blood pouring on her head like Carrie during that performance. It was crazy. And I was like, Taylor Swift would never do this shit. This is all Olivia Rodrigo.
I mean, that's her jam, is making up songs in her bedroom, complaining about her boyfriend. She is the anti, like outcast or whatever.
Yeah.
She was in Spring Summer 95 Ready to Wear Versace, and not Claudia Schiffer, but one of those models had worn that dress and the picture, and she said she saw that picture of that dress, and she's like, I want to wear that dress. They pulled it out of the archives for her, let her wear it, and the dress was older than her, and that was completely rude.
I don't think that's necessary for anyone to know. I agree.
I just thought that was hilarious that they said that.
Don't need to know that. I do love her hair and her jewelry and her makeup.
She is
a huge
gorgeous.
But yeah,
she is just gorgeous. Here's the tree lady. Dawn Richard is her name. And the dress was, I don't even know how to say it. Khosrov, Spring Summer 24 Couture. I don't know who would wear this dress. I don't know who Dawn Richard is. But she was at the Grammys and she rocked it. And I'm sure she had to sit down. She had to change before she sat in the audience. Let's be honest. Okay. Right. Last, but Jessica, who are some of your picks? Now, that's everybody who I wanted to talk about.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I think you missed on SZA. She looks
SZA. Yeah, it's SZA or whatever.
SZA, yeah. I love her weird purple scarfy thing she's got going on. I think it's really unique and cute, very mermaidy, but like still long sleeve. And plus her speech was so cute and delightful.
She was so sweet. I never knew who she was because I just didn't know. And look, she's got a lot of press. She's really popular. and she's very humble. Did you see what Lizzo wore? Yes.
Yeah, the leather, you mean?
Oh my God. She had on this latex,
Yeah, it was hot.
corset dress. She had her weave was straight down to her ass, and she had all of these stacked silver bracelets. I have to see who made that dress, but she didn't make my cut of my list. But Lizzo can do no wrong. No wrong.
I like Dua Lipa. She looked amazing. I love that dress.
Oh my God. How did I not talk about Dua Lipa? She was first on my list. Dua Lipa, she is
gorgeous.
custom Corgus. And this dress, she was like, it is so heavy and it's got slits.
Oh, really?
And it was just this very heavy silver beaded dress. And then she talked about, I have a newsletter, I have a book club, I have a podcast. I'm like, bitch, you need to be on my podcast. Okay.
Right.
But I loved her so much, and she is very humble. And how did she not win for?
I don't know. That song is like so infectious.
Dance the night away.
Yeah.
I mean,
see me every day.
Yeah, and I am going to wrap my comments with Billie Eilish and how I do know. You should see Jessica's face right now. Now, before I talk shit about Billie Eilish, I do want to say that Billie Eilish is known for, talk about the Antichrist, okay? Like, she is known for, she doesn't show her body. She doesn't wear cleavage.
And that's fine.
But
and also she's very young, so who cares?
But do you have to look like you're wearing your dad's clothes? I don't understand.
Yeah. I wish it was less casual, that's all.
But she did wear that Barbie varsity jacket by Chrome Hearts, and that was really cool. But I hate her look more than I hate a lot of things. And I don't understand. And she had gold teeth. I saw a lot of people with gold teeth last night. That's coming back.
I hate that. No.
I hate that shit. And her parents were there in the front row, and she looks like she's wearing a paper sack.
I know.
Why? And her brother is so cute.
I know. They're both cute. She just, I don't blame her for not wanting to show her body. There's a bunch of other people we didn't talk, or at least a bunch of dresses we didn't talk about. Hold on. Where is the one that I wanted to discuss with you besides Dua Lipa? There was someone else.
Jelly Roll, who just got out of prison.
No, but that sounds delightful. No.
Lenny Kravitz.
No, Maluma's shoes were giving me feelings. He was wearing full Dolce & Gabbana, and he had like super pointy ass loafers with white tops. Like, what? I could not decide. I think they're women's shoes, and I couldn't decide if I loved it or hated it.
It's giving you feelings.
It just gave me feelings. I was just like, oh, he looks about. Wait a minute. Now I don't know.
Lenny Kravitz is on the cover of People magazine this month.
That motherfucker is 60 almost.
He is so sexy. And
how does he do it?
I don't know. Another one in Chrome Hearts, he was wearing Rick Owens vintage Dior. He's got a new album coming out. He's going to be on tour. He just doesn't stop, and he is effortlessly chic. Effortlessly chic.
Speaking of chic, I forgot. This is who I wanted to talk about. Celine Dion in her mom's overcoat.
Wait a minute. Where's Celine Dion? I didn't see a picture of her. Oh, here's Lizzo.
No. I saw Lizzo, yeah.
Lizzo was in Luis de Javier and Laurel DeWitt bracelets. Never heard of it. Okay. Sorry.
She's wearing Valentino and Tiffany jewelry, and the jewelry's gorge and the dress is gorge. And I can see by the comparison picture that she's wearing this right off the runway, but god damn, it's terrible. You got shoulder pads and all. It's terrible. And just because you have stiff person disease doesn't mean you have to dress like you just grabbed an old coat out of your closet. You're Celine Dion, goddammit.
Stop being mean to Celine Dion, okay?
I'm not being mean to her. She is a legend. Dress like it. That's all I'm saying.
It was probably really hard for her to get there. And P.S. I just saw Miley Cyrus, which is so funny you said that about Cher, because Bob Mackie did all of her costumes. Bob Mackie did this for the silver.
I knew it.
Unbelievable.
I knew it.
Isn't it funny that you knew that and that's the feeling you got?
Yeah. What's funny is that I even recognized a design by a designer. Like, I could never guess anybody else.
Christina Aguilera, did you see her? She's fucking ageless. Ageless.
She is. God, she looks so good.
God damn,
I loved her hair.
Good.
Even her hair looks. I loved her hair the way it went straight across at the bottom. It was so cool. She looks really cool.
Can we talk about Kelly Clarkson? Kelly Clarkson.
She lost a bunch of weight, right?
She lost a bunch of weight. She brought her son to the Grammys with her.
Cutest. He's the cutest.
I felt this was a little bridal for her. She was in custom Jason Wu. Very ladylike, very classic, very, I just would have loved to have seen her not white. She looked beautiful in this dress. It just gave me bridal vibes. That's all.
Yeah.
Oprah's killing it in Valentino. Oprah. She wore a short dress.
Oprah. Yeah.
She looked good.
What about J-Lo?
I didn't see J-Lo. Kelsey Ballerini.
Coma. All white, this woman. Oh my God, except for the neck of her dress, which is like, well, scroll down if you're looking at Check the Tag. It's there.
Okay. Final thoughts, Jessica. Oh my God. Can I tell you who looked so bad was Niecy Nash.
Oh, I know. And she did such a good speech at the whatever she just won.
She was wearing Mark Bauer, but I thought this style dress was not right for her body type. She was a sequin explosion. She was.
I loved it though, but I hear you.
And the gloves were sequin. It was a lot. Okay, it was a lot for her to be
quite a lot.
So curvy, and it looked like she had her bra straps were hanging out. This is not okay. It was just not okay. There were some models and shit like I didn't know, but a lot of people looked really good. This woman, Paris Jackson, I have no idea who she is. She is wearing Celine. She can do no wrong. She looks amazing. There's so many other people who looked amazing. I know.
But I think we covered all the most important people.
Correct. And I loved the Stevie Wonder act. I loved it with Tony Bennett. I absolutely loved that. And can we just talk about the cherry on top, Tracy Chapman?
Oh, I know. God.
Did you just really not crumble?
Yeah. I miss her. I really do miss her.
First of all,
music was so beautiful.
Talk about an esthetician that's killing it. Okay.
I know. Who does she pay? I think most of these people sold their soul to the devil. That's why their skin looks good.
So good. And she looks
the devil.
Totally the same. She had on jeans.
Totally the same. Nope.
She had on jeans, and Jonathan said she doesn't do any interviews. She doesn't do anything like that.
But that's like Lenny Kravitz. Like, they're just ageless. But that's why people say black don't crack, because they never age. They stay the same. I mean, Oprah is probably 90 and we don't even know.
Oprah looks great. Oprah looks
amazing. Gail looked amazing. Why she's at the Grammys, I have no idea.
Oh, I see Sez's dress here. It's by Do Long. I see that. Oh, it does look pretty on her.
It is pretty. It's a weird dress, but it looks great on her.
It is very weird. But that's besides the point. But the whole Tracy Chapman thing, what an opener. And I'm so glad they opened with that. And kudos to Luke Combs for bringing that song back and for giving it the publicity and the stardom and the recognition that it really deserves. And of course, what I thought 21719 after Tracy Chapman, Indigo Girls, why weren't they at the Grammys?
Well, they've never won a Grammy.
I know, but they should. But somebody should bring back Closer to Fine.
It was in the Barbie movie.
It was?
Yes, when she's driving towards the normal land.
You're right.
Singing it.
You're right. You're right. You're right.
And like, yeah, they not only were they not there, well, maybe they just don't give a rat's patoot about the Grammys. I don't know. But yeah, they're never there. They've never won a Grammy, or even I've never seen them at the Grammys. Have you?
I haven't, but as Dolly Parton been the subject of this topic of late, it's really surprised she was not at the Grammys.
Yeah. Why is that? She
I don't
does the
know.
CMTs though, for sure.
But her album cover, sick. You know, she's just been, that's all anyone's been talking about. I was just surprised she wasn't an announcer or something.
Yeah. Maybe she didn't feel good. Who knows?
She is 80.
She belongs there for sure. She is, oh my God, another one.
Did you see Joni Mitchell?
Yeah, she looks her age.
Wow. Why can't
such a beautiful voice? But
why can't Joni Mitchell and Willie Nelson get together and be boyfriend and girlfriend?
It's way overdue.
I agree.
Way overdue.
When I saw her braids, I was like, she needs to date Willie Nelson.
Yeah, they look alike, so that's why they should date.
Jonathan's like, he's banging 20-year-olds. I'm like, no, he's not.
He might be. He's Willie Nelson.
I know.
He might be.
Jessica, this has been lovely.
Delightful. Absolutely delightful.
Delightful.
Thank you so much for having me. This has been hordes of fun.
Hordes of fun.
Hordes. I didn't say whores. I said hordes of fun.
Hordes of fun. It's been hordes of fun. I love the Grammys. I love to see what everyone's wearing. I'm sorry that I was too lazy to wait for Billy Joel. Let's just say he has not had plastic surgery. Okay.
No, he looks his age.
Okay. I know you got to go. Love you so much. This has been Holly Katz, your favorite personal stylist. Let us know what you thought about the Grammys. Jessica will be back because I haunt her dreams. And
I will be back because it's so much fun to talk to you.
Oh my God, it's so much fun to talk to you too. And she gets really mad because I like to talk on the phone and she's like, I'm busy.
Well, I just prefer texting.
I love you so much. And thank you for watching it. And thank you for staying up. You're the best. Please send me an email, holly@fashioncrimespodcast.com. Let me know what you think. Y'all have a fabulous fashionable week. Bye.